Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that jobs don't exist. No alarms, no offices, no deadlines. For almost all of human history, this wasn't imagination. It was simply everyday life. Ancient humans didn't rush to work every morning. Their days followed the rhythm of nature instead of the clock. So what did they actually do all day? Did they work less? Or were they busy in a completely different way? The answer might completely change how you think about work, time, and happiness. Ancient humans didn't have bosses or paychecks, but every day still had a purpose. Most mornings were spent gathering food, fishing, or hunting. Everyone contributed in different ways. Once enough food was found, the work usually stopped. The rest of the day belonged to family, friends, and the community. Their goal wasn't endless productivity. It was simply meeting the group's needs and staying alive. In many ways, survival was hard, but life wasn't organized around a 9-to-5 schedule like ours is today. Ancient life wasn't just about finding food. Every day was also a chance to learn practical skills. People made tools, repaired clothing, and crafted everything they needed with their own hands. Survival depended on cooperation. Every person had a role, and every skill mattered. Without television or the internet, stories became the world's oldest entertainment. They also passed on knowledge from one generation to the next. Their lives were simple, but they were filled with learning, purpose, and strong human connection. Ancient humans lived by the rhythm of the sun. Morning light signaled the beginning of a new day. Nature was their classroom. They learned by watching animals, seasons, and the land around them. Survival wasn't about competing against each other. It depended on helping one another. They spent far more time outdoors than most people do today. The natural world shaped nearly every part of their lives. Without offices or schedules, their days were guided by changing weather, available food, and the needs of the group. Ancient humans owned very little. Everything they carried had a purpose. Preparing food wasn't one person's job. It was something the whole group did together. When the day's work was done, they didn't scroll through screens. They talked, laughed, played, and celebrated together. The night sky was their calendar, their map, and sometimes their greatest source of wonder. Life was far from easy, but many of the richest moments came from simple experiences shared with others. Finding food required patience, observation, and teamwork. Every hunt depended on skill, not luck. Ancient humans communicated without phones or technology. They trusted one another through experience and cooperation. When food was brought home, it wasn't treated as personal wealth. It was shared so the entire group could survive. Their world had challenges we can hardly imagine, but it also depended on a level of cooperation that many communities still value today. For ancient humans, success wasn't measured by what one person owned. It was measured by whether the whole group made it through another day. Ancient humans were always preparing for tomorrow. A successful season depended on careful planning. Nature could change without warning. The strongest communities adapted instead of giving up. Even after difficult days, they found reasons to laugh, play, and enjoy life together. The natural world taught lessons that no classroom could. Every season carried new knowledge. Their greatest survival tool wasn't just fire or stone. It was the ability to cooperate and adapt as one community. Not every moment of ancient life was spent working. Rest was simply part of living. Their biggest deadline wasn't a meeting. It was the changing seasons. Music, storytelling, and laughter strengthened the community long before modern entertainment existed. Time wasn't measured by watches. It was measured by sunrise, sunset, and the rhythms of nature. Perhaps the greatest difference wasn't how much they worked. It was how deeply they were connected to each other and the world around them. Ancient humans didn't live perfect lives. They faced hunger, danger, disease, and uncertainty every day. But they also left us timeless lessons: community, cooperation, resilience, and living in harmony with nature. Modern life has brought incredible comfort and opportunity. Yet many of us still long for deeper connection and a greater sense of purpose. The goal isn't to return to the Stone Age. It's to remember what made us human in the first place. So, what did ancient humans do all day before jobs existed? They survived, they learned, they shared, they rested, and above all, they lived together.